check out this pan, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are doing some tranny work over here. Yes, this is a fire punk transmission, but let me be clear, this is not a dig at them at all. Obviously, with our proximity to fire punk, we'll probably get some golden nuggets in here from time to time. This unit is 8 years old. This was Dave's Comp 2 from his blue truck. He beat on it for 2 years and then sold it to another guy, and the story I got told is it's 6 years with him, and it came out of this blue truck right here. So little background on this: basically the truck does not even move anymore. It won't go into reverse, and it slips going forward. Now, the fact that it won't go into reverse tells me that the forward clutches are probably welded together, because the only way we could get it to back up is with the truck off. You put the transfer case in neutral and it would roll. So I'm going to assume that the forward is bound up in this probably pretty hard. So we're going to go ahead and start taking this apart, figure out what is damaged, and that way we can get this guy a good idea of what he's looking at to fix it, repair it, junk it, whatever he wants to do. I'm assuming not junk it, but I've never been inside of Fire Punk Comp 2. I'm not really too familiar with it. I would assume it's probably a billet output shaft standard, and then this does look like a billet standard input shaft, and then it had a DPC converter in it. The converter is getting sent out to get refreshed, and I'm going to try and pull this apart and see what damage has been done. And again, just to be clear, this, I mean, if anyone's transmission could last 8 years, hell, even 2 years in something like this, you're doing pretty well. So again, this is not a stab at them, and I'm sure that they do things a lot differently than they did 8 years ago. Just like when I worked at PDD, we changed over time as well. So it'll be cool to kind of see this, see if it's got like some older, I don't want to say older technology, but like older ideas and stuff, and basically just tear it down with you guys so you can see what we're up against. I would also just like to add, for the record, I was going to go get steel today and build the transmission table. However, it decided to rain all day, and I did not want to pick up steel in the rain, so you guys will have to forgive us, but we'll just tear it down on these sawhorses for right now. It'll be fine. Again, we're just tearing it down, and then hopefully tomorrow the rain will stop so I can go get the stuff to build up our tear down and assembly benches in that area. But again, this will do. Let me get her up here. Oh boy. So you guys can see all this material on the valve body here. And then check out this pan, guys. Oh my gosh. There's a lot. Second gear band was still adjusted. The drum looks fine. I'm pretty sure the forward's gonna be stuck, so this is gonna be fun getting apart. So now we'll take the pump, press it out, keep going. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no intermediate shaft. Wow. Snapped the intermediate shaft in half. My goodness. That is pretty cool. Here's your third gear drum. We'll take that apart later. Here is our input drum and what's left of the intermediate. We'll have to take this apart here, but that's not a good day. Oof, because that tore up that planet. And I would imagine that whatever's behind here, no, that's a snap ring. Oh boy. Okay. Well, dang. That's gonna be fun to try and get out. All right, let me get a little creative. Okay. So normally this will just come out, but as you guys can see by the damage here, there is nothing normal about this. So we got the sun shell off, and boy, that's gonna be fun to get out. Like really fun. Okay, so as you guys saw, we had some very unfortunate things unfold. The overdrive piston support, this guy right here flared out, so I had to beat it. It also flared here too, so I was unable to get the piston out without cutting a chunk out of here and prying it out that way. So overdrive piston support, overdrive piston. Gonna need a new low reverse drum, and you guys can kind of see. So this is the overdrive section that goes in the overdrive here, and then here is the intermediate shaft, and this is a billet, so he broke a billet intermediate. Wow, that's crazy. Billet intermediate shaft. I don't even know if I'll be able to get all of this apart, but this is your rear planet here, and normally all this like comes off the shaft. Let me set the camera down. Let me see if I can get it apart. Okay, it's the brute force. We got her apart. You guys can see there, just annihilated this shaft. And then here is his rear planet. Ring gear looks okay. It was pretty bound up. So he's gonna need a new sun gear for sure, and all things associated with the sun gear. Thrust's not too bad. This rear planet's pretty beat up, so he's gonna need a lot of stuff. So obviously we'll do a rebuild. This band has seen better days. It wasn't terrible, but it's done. So he's gonna need an overdrive piston support, overdrive piston, sun shell, low reverse drum, front and rear planet. We'll have to take apart the pump and see how bad that is. The overdrive's probably savable, like I said, forward, and then hopefully this is not welded to the intermediate shaft. And then if we look at the case here, you guys can see that the yeah, just a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Oh boy. And the case is cracked on the back there. So he'll need a new case, which honestly, if he just gets us a core 48, we can get him patched up here. Let's take this apart. Let me get it apart real quick, guys. All right, so I had to tap it on the floor. It welded the shim. This is like where the Mickey Mouse would go. Completely welded. So unfortunately, this reaction plate looks okay. Yeah. The Belleville probably okay, but it's 8 years. It's probably done. He is gonna ultimately need a new input shaft. Probably. I'll see if I can clean it up. He'll definitely need a new forward drum. And here's the remaining part of the intermediate. As you can see, it just melted. Look at all the heat and coloration in here. My God. And as I suspected, the clutches are fairly worn. These are, appears to be like almost locked up on the ring gear here. So yeah, I can get those off later, but they don't look terrible. Thrust, here is the remaining part of that intermediate shaft, and then we'll take apart the third gear drum and stuff just to see what it do. But yeah, this is some substantial carnage. So I don't think we're actually going to be able to get the clutches off. Upon further diagnosis, it destroyed the keyways here, And yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Let me get this Belleville spring pulled out, and let me open up the direct. What's incredible is after 8 years, I mean, they're definitely wearing down, but that's not bad. That's his direct drum. And then unfortunately, I might be able to machine it a little, but I can't even get the piston because it destroyed the center part on the intermediate or input shaft. So he's looking at an input shaft too. And yeah, that's really just this sucks for this guy. Let me pull the overdrive brakes out real quick. And the overdrive brakes don't look bad. Again, just a lot of wear. Not too hot, nothing like that. So all in all, I mean, it sucks, but not a bad unit. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. This is, I mean, it's a lot of damage. Like 2 billet shafts, quite a bit of hard parts. I'm assuming that pump's probably just gone as well. I'll pull it apart before I call them, but oh boy, that's a tough break. Everything I saw, like, I mean, obviously I couldn't check end play or anything, but everything I saw looked really good. So again, I mean, I think these Fire Punk units they're tough. I mean, 8 years. David wasn't easy on it. I don't know how this guy was, but I could tell you intermediate shafts, dirt drags, sled pulls, rolling burnouts, anything that like the back tire spins and hooks, that's very hard on them. And this one, when it broke, it got everything hot, out of alignment. So there's a lot of damage here, and it really sucks. This is not going to be a cheap bill. I sit here and look at it, and I'm just like, golly, like there's a lot there. I mean, a lot there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Obviously we got to order parts and stuff, and nothing's in stock anymore. So we'll probably take you guys along when we rebuild this unit. But yeah, Fire Punk Comp 2, 8 years of abuse, finally let go. That is insane. Like, I'm thrilled when I get a year out of one. So this is at no way, shape, or form a stab at any of the Fire Punk guys. It had all the right parts in there, but you can't. Shafts break, guys. They twist, they break, and it's just kind of the nature of the beast. So again, I just didn't want this to come off as like, oh, look at this Fire Punk trans. I mean, this had good parts in it, and honestly, it let go finally. One too many whatevers, and boom. So hopefully you guys like this video. Drop a comment down below on if you can top that kind of carnage in a trans. I'll be honest, even mine have never looked that bad. I've never destroyed one this bad. I've welded forwards and stuff, but this is I've never broken an intermediate, and this is quite unfortunate. Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.